In 2009, Senator Denise Batters' husband took his own life. Dave Batters was a member of Parliament from 2004 to 2008. He stepped down because of mental health issues. His family wasn't aware of how severe the problem was until it was too late. Denise Batters is joining us from Regina this morning. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you very much for having me on. Appreciate it.
What can you tell us about Dave and the struggles that he had with mental illness?
Well, I think what Dave's story really illustrates is that everybody has the risk of suffering from mental illness. It doesn't matter how good of a job you have, how well off you are, even how outgoing you are. Dave was a happy, outgoing person, and his depression and anxiety, it wasn't a mask that he put on, that was really him. It was his happy, outgoing self, but unfortunately, his happy life kind of tumbled down in the last 18 months of his life, and leading to him taking his own life before the age of 40.
What was that like for you and for your family?
It was very difficult, but I think actually what helped us through that process, I know what helped me personally, was being honest about it. Dave was honest when he announced that he couldn't run again because he was suffering with mental health issues and also overcoming a dependency on prescription medication. So we thought we would also be honest about the fact that he had died by suicide. Prime Minister Stephen Harper, who had been his boss, actually came and spoke at his funeral and talked about those too often stigmatized issues of mental health, but also of suicide.
You say initiatives and support for things like mental illness have come a long way. We're talking about Bell Let's Talk Day today.
Yes.
10 years in, you still call suicide the final frontier of stigma. What do you mean by that?
I do. And I'm so happy that Bell Let's Talk has really been a real pioneer in moving this conversation forward on mental illness. But still too often, suicide has become what people don't want to talk about. They don't want to admit that it's the unfortunate outcome in the worst case scenario of mental health issues that are untreated or not properly treated. So I want to bring more focus to that and to let people know that suicide prevention is key. This is something that can happen. Unfortunately, 4,000 Canadians every year die by suicide. And something that I also wanted to bring a little bit of focus this year as well is the impact that addiction issues can also have in these types of matters with mental health. Very often people self-medicate with alcohol or drugs or other substances or even behaviors in order to try to overcome their mental health issues. And if they aren't honest about those types of issues as well, people can't treat the full scope of what they're dealing with.
Knowing the signs and knowing what you're looking for family members, people in your life of support is so key. What do you want Canadians to know this morning?
What I want them to know is that there is help, and people should reach out. So don't lose hope. Hope is so key in all of this. And what I want to convey on Bell Let's Talk Day, it's great to have all of these. I will do my part in spreading my social media message, and I know millions of Canadians will. But let's also reach out to someone that perhaps you haven't heard from for a while and you might be concerned about. Just ask someone you care about, are they okay? And also, don't be afraid to ask somebody, if you're very concerned about them, if they've been contemplating suicide. It won't plant an idea in their head. They may well have already been thinking about it. It just might save their life.
Denise Batters, thank you so much for sharing your story today.
Thank you very much for having me on.
Picking up on what Denise and I were just talking about, if you or someone you know is in crisis, please call 911 or go to the nearest hospital. For more information about services in your area, anywhere in this country, please visit cmha.ca. To reach Crisis Service Canada, you can call 1-833-456-4566 or 1-866-APPEL in Quebec. Please reach out for help if you need it. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.